Hey everybody, Ryan here, and you're probably expecting to see more arm wrestling related content. However, we are expanding our horizons. My other love, of course, is mixed martial arts. And you may not know about my history in it, but quite a long time ago, right up until probably the start of the Ultimate Fighter reality show. Previous to that, even, I was training in that sport. I was getting ready. I fought once. That's a story in itself. The YouTube video is out there for people to watch right here on this channel. But I've been a fan of this sport. I've coached this sport. I have cornered fighters. I have managed fighters throughout the years and had some interesting stories and interesting interactions with fighters. And hopefully this little show, which is going to be on every Friday, can take off and we can have some guests on here. We are going to be talking about upcoming events and results from previous events. The first one we are going to talk about is UFC 273, Volkanovsky versus the Korean Zombie as the main event. But we all know that's not really the main event, everybody. Let's talk about first the co-main, we'll say, bantamweight title bout, Jamaine Sterling versus Peter Yan. Of course, we all know what happened. Well, if you follow the sport, you know what happened. Peter Yan, Jamaine Sterling. Peter was the champion, fouled Jamaine later in the fight that he was dominating, and Sterling was unable to continue. So the fight ended on a disqualification. And unlike the WWE, the title can change hands on a disqualification. I believe that's the first time this has ever happened in the UFC. So Aljo gets the belt. He throws it down on the floor in the ring. Doesn't want it because doesn't want to win it that way. But of course, we all know the story. The next day, he's embracing being the champ and walking around with that belt like he's really earned it. So it's going to be sorting some stuff out because the match was rescheduled. The rematch was scheduled a couple of times and canceled for whatever reasons. But it's happening this Saturday. Peter Yan is the heavy favorite. And I agree with those odds. I think Peter Yan takes his belt back. And I think he takes it back by decision. I would be happy to be wrong on this one, but that's my prediction. Peter Yan, unanimous decision, gets his title back. Main event, Volkanovsky versus the Korean Zombie. Another screamer of a match. We have heavily favored Volkanovsky. Korean Zombie seems to be getting into the twilight of his career. We know he's a warrior, though. He will come forward. He will be a game fighter. But I see Volkanovsky taking a unanimous decision win in this one as well. Now let's talk about the main event for me, my main event. Why is it my main event? It's got the hottest fighter in the UFC. He's on a tear, Chimaev. He's the guy that will pick up his opponent to carry him across the ring while he's having a conversation with Dana White, plant him there and finish him off. He's number 11. Nobody in the top 10 wanted to fight this guy. We're going to find out what he's made of now because Gilbert Burns has stepped up. So Chimaev coming in as the number 11 ranked guy, going against the number 2 ranked guy, and the number 11th guy is the heavy favorite in this match. And I think there's a good reason for that. Gilbert Burns is a game fighter. He's a tough fighter, but I think Chimaev is going to assert his dominance over Gilbert Burns, and he has only got one path after that. And it's not the champ, not yet. The champ has a dance partner coming up, I believe. But I think what you're going to see happen next is you're going to see Colby Covington fight Hazmat Chimaev. I think that's his next opponent, should he get through Gilbert Burns. Now, is the hype real? I think it is. My official prediction for this one coming up on Saturday is Chimaev round 2 stoppage. Round 2. Now, that's it, guys. This is the start of something hopefully that lasts a little while that we can have some fun with. And I'm going to dig out some of my old contacts and try to get some of those folks on the show. But a little something different for this channel. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Check it out. Leave a comment. Make sure you hit subscribe. It is free to subscribe. And throw your questions in the chat, and I will answer all of them. That's it for this week, gentlemen and ladies. We'll see you next Friday.